True believers. We have some stuff to talk about. Maybe some announcements. Maybe some going ons with this thing right here, Settling the Southlands.
Not JB, but the logo in the middle.
What's that?
So it's a special show that Dan Cole from A Grim Podcast of Perilous Adventure.
I know that guy.
Is going to be running.
That's me. Of course I know him. He's me. That was a terrible Alec Guinness impression. I'm sorry.
Why don't you explain a little bit what Settling the Southlands is?
Sure. Yeah. So Settling the Southlands is our brand new Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th edition actual play. That is a homebrew adventure, I guess you could call it, that I've been working on to have a new party of adventurers head to the Southlands and try to establish a new Imperial colony. And it is our Patreon exclusive show.
That sounds great.
I guess exclusive is kind of a loose term here.
Yeah, exclusive asterisk. So the way we're going to do this is it'll come out first for our patrons at the $10 tier and above, both the video and the podcast version. We are also going to be putting it up on the YouTube, but on a delay, as we are insanely thankful for our patrons and effectively allowing us to be able to do this. We want to make sure that, you know, this is a super special thing, which you have allowed us to do. So we are providing it for you first and always first. That said, we do want everyone to be able to experience it, especially patrons that are at different tiers. So we want to make sure that we get it out to everyone eventually, just not right away. That said, as we're building up a backlog of that, we are going to be releasing it every other week to start until we get to a very safe point, because we have had delays due to COVID and infections and
other
big
life things.
The Birdsteins, Big Chuck, you know what I mean? It just sometimes things happen. So we want to make sure that we can release this every week. And until we're at that point, we're going to do it every other week, so that you can get a taste, so that you can put it in your nose holes and get it in your bloodstream. But once we're at the point where we can release it every week, we're going to.
Oh, wow.
Which is not far off.
Which is very much not far off. And thankfully, due to some recent events, we'll probably be right along.
Sooner rather than later.
Yep.
But we have the episode 0 is currently on the Patreon podcast version and video version to get to know the characters. We go over the 10 questions from the rule book to meet. We got Gertie, Bethan, Lily, and Heinrich. You can learn more about from episode 0. And what's our release schedule on YouTube look like then, if it's every other week for now on the Patreon?
So probably once a month an episode will come out. We may accelerate the first couple episodes so you can get a solid chunk, or at least like the opening, the first handful of episodes, kind of establish the setting and the story a little bit. So we might do a couple more there. Effectively, we just haven't talked about that. But yeah, once a month, once it gets rolling, an episode will go up on the YouTube, effectively for everybody.
Yeah. We're just super, super excited for this. It's been in the making for months at this point, for a long time. I'm really excited to make my mark on 4th edition here with this adventure. It is pretty sprawling at this point. Really, really excited for you guys to meet these characters. They are amazing. I love all of them already. From what we've recorded, and I can't wait to hear what people think of those 4.
I mean, it's actually really exciting. Alex's character, APN, has probably one of my favorite things that's ever happened in a tabletop game of this neck, where I am in absolute love with his character.
You have to tell me what that specific thing is after we finish this video.
Yes.
Unless it's just an out of context spoiler that you want to say now.
No,
I'm
it
not
was
sure.
just what I blacked out there for a second. No, I just really like his character. I think it's great.
I thought you had a specific thing that he did.
No, I mean just everything about him. Honestly, is fucking spot on. But yeah, that's it. So, Settling the Southlands gonna start coming out. Like, next week. Episode 0 dropped last week. Episode 1's gonna drop next week. And for all of you that have been waiting for it and worried that you weren't gonna have access to it, you're gonna. It's just gonna be slower. That's all.
All right.
Thanks, JB.
Thanks, JB.
I'm here for the color commentary.
Yeah,
Good job, guys. That's awesome.
we did it. We saved the day.
Woo. I can't wait.
I mean, the good news is you're not a patron, so you'll be able to watch it too.
You just call him out.
I mean, just to let you know how good this is, Dan himself was a $5 patron and is now a $10 patron, so he can watch it as well.
I probably could have just asked you to give me access to it, but
Yeah. But
I don't mind supporting our own thing a little bit more.
for sure. Yeah, I have 3 fake accounts that I support our network with. But that said, enjoy. You're going to love it. It's going to be coming out. Make sure to subscribe over to the YouTube so you can get access to it when it comes out there. And if you're at the $10 Patreon tier or above, you can enjoy it live, fresh, and fancy, and fancy feast
Fancy free.
every week.
Eventually.
Also, here's the intro music for it.
Thank you, Sirenscape.
All right, bye.